Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here. It is Friday, February the 16th. So try during Fridays of Lent to pray the Stations of the Cross. It's a beautiful devotion, popularized, I believe, by St. Francis of Assisi. Our Lord walked the first station. And it's a beautiful way to actually enter into the Passion of Christ. And it's a great way to fortify your spiritual life and so on. So it's a good way to start, praying the devotion. Do it on Fridays, hopefully in your parish church, or even just putting up small stations at home, or just meditating on the stations. Start somewhere. Okay, the first reading this day is taken from the prophet Isaiah 58. We're going to hear a lot from Isaiah during Lent, of course, and during Advent as well. So this is so typical of fallen human nature. So the people whine and moan, "Why do we fast, but you do not see? Why humble ourselves, but you do not notice?" And God shoots back at them and says, "I know what you're up to. Don't call me the one who's unjust. You're the one who's unjust. You people, my children." And God says through the prophet, "Look, you fast only to quarrel and to fight and to strike with a wicked fist, and you're not willing to look at your own behavior. You, in your arrogance and your pride, will not look at your own behavior. And you think that just because you put on some external fast, that's somehow going to change everything. And it's not. Get with the program, God is saying. Get with the program. Come on. Stop fooling yourselves. Nobody's being fooled around you. You're still acting like a nasty, rotten person. And your fast is fake. It's a fake fast. So it's what Dietrich von Hildebrand called it, a true substitute for morality. You're just doing this to kind of make yourself feel good so that you don't really have to get down and drill down to the real dirty work of, and then God goes on and says, "Is not this the fast that I choose to loose the bonds of injustice?" You want to get down and dirty into the real, where the real oil is on this stuff, to undo the thongs of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, to break every yoke. Is it not to share your bread with the hungry? That's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to become just. That's how you're going to attract God's attention. Not by this fake fast stuff. And we're all subject to this. We light our candle, we do our fast perhaps on Good Friday or Ash Wednesday, maybe Fridays during Lent. And then are we really mortifying our eyes when we turn on the TV or look at our phones? Are we really, treating others around us differently? Are we trying to? Are we intentional? Are we making the resolution? This is where the rubber hits the road. This is where we're going to find out if all this fasting stuff, if it's having any effect on us. And usually the determiner is authenticity. If it's truly authentic and not just our own whining version of authentic, "Oh, I'm really being authentic." But in fact, we're not being authentic. We got to be authentic. We're genuinely authentic. That's when grace begins to operate in our lives, because we're truly cooperating. Okay, over to, so much more can be said, but we got, how many, 37 days left to talk about this stuff. Okay, over to Matthew, Gospel of Matthew chapter 9. The disciples of John came to Jesus saying, "Why do we and the Pharisees fast often, but your disciples do not fast?" Jesus said, "The wedding guests cannot mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them, can they? The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast." Read this not too long ago. And it's first of all, our Lord is saying here, "I'm the bridegroom, I'm God." All right? If they didn't, they probably got it in some way. But clearly the bridegroom in reference to Israel is God. Only God referred to himself as the bridegroom in relationship to Israel. The bridegroom is here. So the bridegroom, me, will be taken away. I am the one, I'm the Messiah. So that's why they wouldn't think of fasting, because at a wedding feast, you don't fast, right? However, if you think about it, having said that, the disciples lived a very, as we would say, poor life. Their life with Jesus was not easy. Remember, they were going through the fields with the heads of grain, and they were picking them because they were truly hungry. Not hungry like you and I between a McDonald's and breakfast or something, but they were truly hungry. They didn't, these people didn't have always, a meal, the next meal to look forward to. Jesus lived an authentic human life. They never died of starvation, but they were at times authentically, genuinely hungry. All right, and they couldn't go to the fridge like you and me, or to the supermarket, whenever they wanted to. So they did penance just by being with Jesus, by sacrificing their life, by prayer, by living a poor life in terms of monetary possessions, and by fasting as well. Although they wouldn't have called it a fast, but they were living that life of deprivation, of detachment with Jesus. So think about the fast. It's a Friday. We should really try to do some fasting on Friday. We all need it. The world needs it. Lord knows the world needs it. Europe needs it. North America needs it. South America, we all need it. Southeast Asia, we all need some serious prayer and serious fasting. So really take this to heart during the season of Lent. God bless you.